I've always said that I wanted to, and sorry for the jumping video. I've realized the way that I'm recording right now, it only does 15 minutes at a time. So, and I only wanted this video to be just 10 minutes. So where I'm already over. But I've always said to myself, I want to be a part of something, or I want to be able to help people back to themselves, because we get lost into what many call the matrix, the indoctrination of whatever. We get caught up, and and it's purposefully done, so we are away from us, from who we truly are, from our power, from just self actualization. All of that is designed. The things that are around us, the distractions that are around us, are there to keep us from ourselves. So I just wanted to, in whatever way, is bring people back to themselves so they can realize the power that they have inside, right? So anyway, so Coach JV is in Dubai. Um, he did a live stream with Ken Mack, and he was really trying to push to those that were listening. He was trying to push, you know, understanding where he came from and where he is, from being broke to being with billionaires, multimillionaires, from creating uh, um, vision boards and the power and manifestation. Okay. Now I have not memorized his how he opens all of his videos, but he says, what you see in your mind, you can hold in your hand, and I'm not going to butcher it, but just give him a try. Again, Coach JV from Warrior Academy. And if he moves you like he's moved me, you join the academy. I'm not affiliated with I don't get paid. I'm not getting paid anyway, but I think it's important, because what he's providing, the service he's providing, I think is out of this world. It's going to really help a lot of people out of their shackles, and back to themselves. All right, so that's what I have, and again, that's just the intro. So, but let me go back. So I wake up this morning, I see Coach JV. He's doing a live. He's in Dubai. He's with Kim Mack. He's with, his support team. He's got the $1 billion view in Dubai, and he speaks about the pandemic, and there in Dubai is what pandemic? Everyone's out there just living. And now, if you don't know anything about Dubai, it's absolutely beautiful. The there's kings and kings out there that have and princes that of the oil industry, and all this money is just beautiful. The architecture, it's just a beautiful place. It's always been a place that I want to visit. I'm going to visit, but um, and maybe even have a home out there someday. But Dubai is definitely on my to-do list. So he described the energy there, and that, just looking at pictures and things like that, like I saw the energy, but him describing, like, look, there's just an energy here, like freedom, the air of freedom, of being free. And and I know a lot of us here want that. We're investing in crypto, so that's part of that, right? Because we feel like if we invest in the right asset, and it moons, we're going to have the means to be able to be free. But you have to understand, getting those means, becoming an instant multimillionaire, and your mind isn't there, you're going to just take certain behaviors, certain ways that you are, especially with managing money, and it's just going to be amplified. You're not going to have a sense of discipline with your newfound wealth, and you're just going to end up, eventually, it may take time, right? So you may be living a life for a few years, and but eventually, because of those habits, you're just going to end up back in the same place. So it's really about freeing your mind to understand your new wealth, what to do with it, how to manage it, how to make your wealth make wealth, invest, smart investing, so on and so forth. And it was interesting, real quick, and I'll get into my video. Ken Mack stated, when he first started buying businesses, it took him a minute to kind of like be like, okay, I should be doing something instead of just collecting money. It just seems too easy, just seemed too surreal for him. And I don't know if any of us had any experience in life like that where it's just like, okay, wait, is it real life? But he had to actually and I love that he said that because it's real. I have a story like that, not necessarily with wealth or anything like that, but when I first got my first gun, I knew I wanted to take I just didn't want to say, okay, I have a gun. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And have that power of having a gun attract the reasons why I might need a gun. I wanted to understand the gun, research a gun, how to, take care of a gun, load a gun. Like I wanted to do all of that before handling the gun and just and gain my maturity in understanding the power that I have, but not necessarily ever wanting to use it, never having to want to use it, specifically for protection, the last resort. And it took maybe 2 or 3 months when I purchased it, and it took all that time, and then finally I was comfortable, and then and everything was good by then. So I understand that feeling of, whoa, all right, what should I do? So, and I'm personally doing that now, like, okay, it's coming. My wealth is coming, but I want to make sure that I'm not bringing over bad habits. I want to make sure that I know what to do from taxes, investments, charity, anything that I can do, just like the billionaire and millionaires do now to protect their wealth and grow their wealth. So anyway, um, and that's what made me start now. I said, why not get your ass up and start? Forget all the glitz and glams and getting Twitter feeds and all this and that. Like what a lot of other people I listen to or watch, they have everything set up beautifully. They go through, they step through. I mean, it's nice, it's organized. I'm sure it keeps them on track. Like right now, I'm over time, but I have to start. And if you're listening, you're listening. And the good thing about this whole 15 minutes at a time is that it breaks it down, right? So I could do part one, part two, three, four. Anyway, so I do actually just have just one point. I just want to make one point. Want to get all that out the way. And again, give credit to Coach JV and just thank you, Coach JV, man. If you ever listen to this video, I really appreciate what you're doing for people out there and your focus of helping people and just uplifting people. Having your warriors rise. So I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. Bless you, and may you have the energy to keep it going. So my topic today is crypto house cleaning. So I was kind of led to do this myself. So I just want to share it. So if you guys have diversified platforms, when I first got in, I just stayed with one platform, and then I got some energy from I'm sorry, some information from researching that you might want to you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So I started to diversify my platforms to put some of my holdings here, there. I had like three different platforms I was using. Um, and then it dawned on me that any of these platforms could shut down, and that was partly why I did the diversification anyway. But the fact that things are moving so fast behind the scenes, you don't know which platform is going to close, which one is going to shut down, which one is going to ask for information that you probably don't have, or even just take your crypto, especially if you don't have the keys. So it's important for me in my research and over time, because even the people that I was listening to, though I didn't start when they started, so they may have discussed what to do with your crypto assets early on in their videos. I didn't know. So what I did eventually, I found out, oh, there is a way you can protect your crypto assets, and of course, that's just getting them off of the exchanges. And if you don't know how to do that, it's you get a ledger device. Um, you get a cold wallet and you get a ledger device. There's many different ones. There's Decent and there's things called Elapal. But there's different ones. But do your research on it. Okay. So anyway, uh, so we had different reasons, right, to diversify, but now as things are kind of, getting into this what's called or said to be a massive bull run, we have to think about protecting our assets, take them off the exchanges, let them do what they have to do, and re-enter when the dust settles, so to speak. But definitely, first and foremost, so when I say crypto house cleaning, go to your assets, right? This is not number one. Go through their exchanges. I'm sorry, and if you have one, more than one, whatever, go through all your exchanges. Look at what you're holding, what you've invested in, then determine between what asset is a utility that is solving a real world problem, and the ones that don't. Now, some people call those like S coins, and if you're doing day trading, and you can make a lot of money, right? You can get in and get out. It's certain, there's many strategies, but if you're in, that's that type of investor. But if you're in to hodl, to hold, um, wait and see type of investor, then I'm speaking to you. So what you want to do is after you go through each of your exchanges and you determine which ones have real world solve that has utility, convert the non-utility or S coins to the utility assets. Increase your positions in those assets. Take, if it's profits from S coins, whatever it is, and convert them into the utility assets that you have. And then after you do that, if you can, because not all of these cold wallets can store certain assets, but get them off the exchanges. Get them off the exchanges. Now, and the reasons why is like I said, they're moving pretty fast behind the scenes. A lot of regulation, a lot of things are going on. The show is going on. The SEC case with XR, with Ripple and XRP, and and we just don't know when these real world solve utilities, the assets, will move or moon. You just don't know when it will happen, and you just don't want to be on an exchange when it happens, and you don't own the keys. You want to own your keys. And I'll in the other video show you how you can protect even your keys. Um, and then we have this whole economy shut down, this financial crisis, and we have the supply chain issue. So, right now we have to start thinking logically and start planning on what we should be doing um, with our investments, and take it seriously. But look, that's all that I have today. If you made it to the part two of this video, I thank you. Please subscribe, share, make comments. If there's anything, any topics you want me to research or talk about, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do so. All right, guys, thank you so much. Peace, love.